My goodness, everybody, look. See, I always thought you had to keep the different ages separate, but I picked up the quail babies, the tiny ones, like this one that just knocked itself over trying to scratch its head, are the ones that are the children, the babies I just lost from the aviary not being quite secure. And the bigger ones have been living with them all along, so I guess it's okay. The bigger ones are celadon layers, if anybody ends up being a girl. Look at how pretty. Can you tell the brown color on this one over here? Look at that pretty brown. So, yeah. I don't know what all else to say except, hey, there's birds. If you want to watch them for a while. They have magic chick water. They came home with the hand warmer, which was offered by Ellie. I will see you in the comments, Ellie. Thank you. And then I brew magic chick water, which is live apple cider vinegar and 1 smushed clove of garlic and 2 tablespoons of raw honey, and then leave it out warm for a day or 2 to get it fully active, and that will give them a whole lot of nutrients in their water. The food they are scratching for, there's a pile where the 2 brown stripy babies are, and then there's a pile where that light brown older bird just stood up. So there's 7 itty bitty tiny birds, and there's 5 bigger birds. 3 of them are like a dark speckly brown, one of them's kind of tuxedo but with rosetta, and I am not familiar with this golden brown color that's exiting the screen there at all, so I'll have to find out. Now the thing with the bigger birds is none of them are, you can't tell if it's a hen or a rooster by their adult plumage. For the baby tiny birds, even if they are able to be determined by feather, it's not until they have their adult feathers at about 4 weeks. Also, the tiny ones tend to look kind of dead when they're sleeping. That one at the top that's sleeping on its face is just sleeping. Yeah, so the stripy ones that are itty bitty tiny will grow up, should at any rate, because all of their parents did, grow up to have their feathers show whether they're a hen or a rooster. It makes it really easy. Whereas the bigger ones, their coloration does not allow for that. They don't have that kind of feather pattern. So I'm going to have to squeeze your butts when you're 6 weeks old and maybe 8 weeks old and see what comes out. That's actually how you tell. When they say vent sexed, right? That's a term that means finding out whether you have a hen or a rooster based on squeezing their bums. And if it's a rooster, foam comes out. There's also slightly a different shape of the bum, but also a lot of times it ends up being easier just watching them closely for behavior. I love the orangey golden baby that's right near this one that's pecking the wall. I guess that's behind the wire from where you're at. Kind of underneath white-chested one. There's one that's like uniquely orange. It's very cute. Color experts would already be able to tell you what coloration those itty bitty babies are going to grow up to be. I'm not a color expert. But they come from an Italian and or cinnamon rooster, a pearl and Italian hen, one brown wild hen. Wild brown is the coloration type, and then one that's an Italian pearl cross are the parents. So it's a feather sexable egg mix is what the tiny itty bitty ones come from. And the bigger ones come from celadon eggs. Third generation. So if any of them are hens, second, third, I don't know, I'm confused. If any of them are hens, they should end up laying blue eggs. You brown one, you're so pretty. Yep. So there's a little bit of quail cam for you. Oops is very excited too, because Oops the kitten loves quail. Gently sometimes, not so gently other times. We were doing so well for a while, but then this last baby, you decided you wanted to pick him up and carry him away. Ha! That's how Feisty got so feisty. So, yeah, there's the new additions that will be growing up here at the cliffside and taking residence. So, thanks so much for visiting the cliffside quailer permaculture. Take care. Bye.